When's the last time that you went back and read Matthew 27? If you have been doing the Matthew challenge with me for the month of December, then today was the day. We have one more chapter left in the month of December for Matthew. And honestly, Matthew 27 was so jam-packed with nuggets. We got to get into it. Matthew 27 starts off where the religious leaders wake up early and ready. They have hate on their mind and they are plotting to kill Jesus. Now they're up early, plotting to kill an innocent man. Judas approaches them with the 30 talents of silver. Judas has a change of heart and he says, listen, I made a mistake. Take this money back. And you know what the religious leaders say to him? That's your problem, not mine. They say they can't take the money back because now it's blood money. Isn't that crazy? The religious leaders are in place to help people get closer to God. They're in place to help people navigate their lives to align with God. But on the flip side, they're doing everything but. We got to make sure that's not us. The religious leaders go to the Roman government, and instead of telling them the real reason why they arrested Jesus, they fabricated the events and said they were arresting him because he was claiming to be a king, because he was inciting riots, and because he was getting people to not pay taxes. They knew if they would have came with anything less, the Roman government would not approve them to kill. And I could be saying his name wrong, so please forgive me. Pilate was a leader. His job was to administrate justice. So he knew it was not okay to kill an innocent man. He knew Jesus was innocent. So he asked the crowd. Now the crazy part is that in Pilate we see a people pleaser. Have you ever people pleased? You said yes to things you should have said no to? This is Pilate. He knew that Jesus was innocent. And he knew that if the crowd chose to crucify Jesus, he didn't want to feel like he had any part in it. He wanted to wash his hands clean. So when he asked the crowd, which one are you picking, Barabbas or Jesus? And they said Jesus. Even though Pilate's wife said that she had a dream for him not to choose Jesus, she wanted him to let Jesus go. But because Pilate was a people pleaser, he couldn't. This is also something for us to look at as character development. Do you struggle with people pleasing? Because people pleasing will cause you to say yes to situations you should be saying no to. It'll cause you to do things outside of God's will when God clearly told you no. If this is something that you struggle with, lay that at God's feet. You don't want to be like Pilate. Ultimately, we know that Jesus is handed over to the Roman government to then be crucified. I strongly recommend that as you go forward into this new year, you go back and you read Matthew 27 so that you can honestly feel the energy of this verse and so that you can see the price that your king, your father paid for our sins. People mocked Jesus for his faith. And in our walks, people will mock you for your faith. You may not be crucified on a cross, but your faith will be tested and people will test you. We all have to take up our crosses. The religious leaders knew that Jesus was powerful. For that reason, they were scared even after his death, which is why they decided to have guards at his tomb out of fear. But one thing is for sure, what God has ordained cannot be stopped. So when you read Matthew 27, what did you get from it? Let me know in the comments. Bye. So y'all already know I love my women's study Bible, because she gives information about women in the Bible more than we actually see. She also provides those cliff notes. There's several maps and tables in here to help you deal with regular life. And this one is dope. But I got a new one and I'm excited. And between using this one and my new one, baby, let's go. There's a lot of people who use a life application study Bible. And honestly, it is a great decision if you have not already got yourself one. I love coupling it with my women's study Bible. Yesterday, we were on Matthew chapter 17, and it was the first time I used a study Bible. And just from their clip notes, I got so much valuable information. It also provides tables and maps and additional information about the kings that appear in this Bible. Like literally, these two right here. Honestly, if you have not gotten yourself a life application Bible, I love it for us. The women's study Bible, I love it for us. Honestly, these two together are just top tier. I feel like cross-referencing them both just helps me out so much with my studying. I do have them listed all in my Amazon storefront under Bible study materials. But listen, if you just want to stop for a second and screenshot this, do that. Grab them. Bye.